Martha, doesn't the US government have a legal obligation to notify someone if they are being targeted by a foreign
Yes,
group? When
well,
did the US
yes,
government know that Michael was being targeted, and why wasn't he notified?
great question. So I saw Richard Grenell in DC last year, who was the former head director of national intelligence. I saw him in DC, and I told him a very brief summary of the story. And he said, your husband and every single US law enforcement member connected to this case should have been given a defense briefing. He goes, I've done them all the time. He goes, I would do them all the time when I was the head of DNI. I said, well, why wasn't he? And he said, well, someone must have decided not to give him one. Now, I want you to understand something. The FBI spoke to the admitted Chinese agents, the actual criminals, over their 4-year investigation. They never once spoke to any of the US law enforcement connected to this case. 2 federal agents and 3 former NYPD detectives. They never spoke to them over the 4 years, but they spoke to the criminals, and they trusted the criminals. And at our trial, everybody lied. They all lied to the FBI. Do you want to know something? My husband was the only person in this case who told the truth. The only one. The FBI lied on the criminal complaint. They made up a story. On day 1, they started falsifying evidence out of the gate. And I started going, why the lies that happened in this trial were shocking. I couldn't believe they were doing it. They were literally making up a story because they had no evidence against my husband.